Hi guys, welcome to Soul's No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your daily divination for whenever it is that you're tuning into the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we have Wounded Child. Ooh, and God. This is the, what's it called? The Archetypes deck by Carolyn Miss. I wanted to use this to set the theme for the reading today. So we have Child, Wounded, and God. The light attributes of the first card say awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. So the wounded child. And then we have God. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal forces within yourself and others. Oof, you know what? I've just got goosebumps. Oh shit, look at that. Then we have Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And then Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. You know what I'm getting from this? I'm getting like the wounded healer. The wounded healer. Oh shit. Bottom of the deck, we've got Thief. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you so that it can never be stolen. Right, I'm getting a real simple message here. I feel as though you have been through something in your childhood that wounded you. And as you healed through whatever that wound was, faced it, accepted it, integrated that experience, transmuted it and moved on from it, it's like I just get light worker vibes. That's the simplest way for me to put it. I just get light worker vibes. It's like whatever this wound was, it could have gone one of two ways, because I'm going to read the shadow attributes. So the light attributes is that it awoken a compassion within you. So it's like you may be able to identify with other people who have been through, and it may not be exactly the same experience, but a similar experience in terms of wounding of the inner child. It's like you have a desire to help, to serve other people that have experienced something that you have experienced. Whatever you went through opened up, like I say, a path of forgiveness, or you chose to walk the path of forgiveness. Because the shadow attributes say blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So that's something you could have chosen the other path. But you didn't. You chose the higher ground. You chose to be the bigger person in this experience, situation, whatever it was. And that placed you in a position, I'm not going to say in the position of God, but the God within you, the benevolent being within you, the compassionate being within you. It's like you see that in other people and you can help them with this mentor here. You manage to maintain, as it says there, purity of heart and spirit, even though you went through this experience. It didn't make you bitter. You know what I'm getting? Like, I'm getting like, you know, the Joker, the most recent Joker movie with what's his name? That Phoenix guy. I can't pronounce his first name. Is it Joaquin? I don't know. But the guy that played the Joker. Well, not literally the actor, but the character. You know, he was abandoned. He had a really, really hard life. And I think he was unseen by a lot of people in, is it Gotham? I don't fucking know. But basically, he turned bad because of his experience. And didn't he go on like a killing spree or something in that movie? Whereas you chose, like I say, to walk the benevolent path, the compassionate path, to recognize that hurt and pain and woundedness within other people and help them. Because of the path that you took, you were in a position to help people. It really pisses me off when you get people that want to help other people and they haven't even done the work themselves. But like I said, you maintained your purity of heart and spirit, and that is what allows you to become this mentor. And it says there, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So you're able to help from a position of experience, those that have been through similar, it's going to be different, but similar energy, similar experiences. And with this thief at the bottom of the deck, there may have been somebody that took from you, stole from you. But as it says there, you're teaching people, or you're shedding light on a person's true potential and the wealth that they carry within that can never be stolen. Because people can steal, you know, money and possessions and tangible things, but that's not who we are. That's not who we are. Oh, the shadow attributes of the Thief card say stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers that you think that you lack. So whoever wounded you as a child, whoever has wounded the people that you're helping as children, like I say, they tried to take, they stole, maybe innocence. We're talking about childhood wounding here, and all children are innocent. So they may have taken, put you in a position of lack. And like I say, you made a choice to walk the benevolent path when you very could have easily, just as easily, walked the path of malevolence, you know, through your pain all over people that, you know, around you because you were hurt. But you took the higher ground here, which is absolutely beautiful, and I commend anybody who walked that path. It's a similar path to what I've walked. I don't want to go into my childhood and personal experiences, but I wouldn't be sat here now doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for that. I may talk about it one day. Right. 8 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 9 of Wands. So yeah. Yeah. Right, show me Virgin Mentor. Show me the version of the Mentor. Right, Lovers on its side. 7 of Cups. Whoa. Strength. Page of Swords in the reversed. Right, okay. So, like I said, you chose to move forward with whatever this childhood wounding was, or wounding of your inner child. It's like you were required to walk away from something that you'd emotionally invested in. It could be a family. It could just be, like I say, after, because 8 is a big investment that you've made. And I feel as though you turned your back on that to move towards your happiness, to move towards an energy of being carefree. This is you sort of stepping into your power here. I feel as though you were required to take some sort of action, but that action required you to first of all walk away from whether it was an emotional state of being that you were in. Because 8 is an energy of evaluation. It's about movement. It's about taking action. It's about taking change. And the Knight of Wands is all about taking action. So I just feel as though you've either done this, or you're being asked to move towards taking action. It could be in a creative sense. It could be in a communication sense. It could be in terms of, like, I can say, how do you make change in your life? And you make change in your life by taking the higher ground. By moving through, like I was saying, this path of forgiveness. This is my PTSD card with the 9 of Wands here. So whatever this childhood experience was, I feel as though there was an element of PTSD or trauma that was involved here. But I feel as though this is what you healed, or this is what you're healing. And you heal this through the, like I was saying, the path of forgiveness. It's not by harboring resentment or bitterness or blame. Because that is just you indirectly holding on to the energy of whatever it is that you've experienced. And you don't forgive for other people. And if you choose to forgive, it's not a cute conversation or anything that you need to have outside of yourself. It's an internal thing. You don't need to ring people up. You don't need to send them fucking messages to say that I forgive you. You forgive them within your own heart, within your own mind, within your own soul. And it's also important for you to forgive yourself here. It's dead important that you forgive yourself as well. Because if we're talking about childhood wounds, then you were a child. You know, you were a minor. So you cannot carry the responsibility of whatever you experienced. We've got God here. So I just feel like, and nobody really wants to hear it, but those experiences, they weren't supposed to break you. They were supposed to make you stronger. They were supposed to put you in alignment, like I said, with this God within you. This compassionate energy, this understanding that you can have with other people, and not through trauma bonding. I'm talking about empathy. I'm talking about sympathy. I'm talking about you being able to recognize when other people, or whether it's acting out of their wounded inner child, or that their inner child is wounded, and the advice or guidance or support or mentorship that you can provide to help them onto their healing journey or path of forgiveness. But I feel as though whatever this was, it was really heavy. It was really difficult. It may, like I say, have left you traumatized in some kind of way. But I feel as though what is going to help you to, and I don't want to say get over, because it's not something to get over, like it's that lighthearted. But what's going to help you to continue to heal this PTSD, complex PTSD, trauma that you've experienced, is you stepping into this mentor energy. When you can share your energy with people and it's meaningful, it's beneficial, it sees you standing in your power, you then get to reframe the experiences that you've been through and see them from a different set of eyes. You get to stand, and I'm not so much looking at the energy of the card from the title, but the visual that I'm getting from the card. It's an integrating of your shadow here. It's an integrating of your shadow. I feel as though that is what you're being encouraged to do, or that you have done, or that you're in the middle of doing. Because it's going to reignite a passion for life within you. You're going to be so happy that you chose to walk away from something, that you chose to have boundaries up against something, because it's like you protected, I think I was saying it yesterday, like you protected your peace, or you protected your spirit, you're protecting your passions, what it is that makes you you. She's got all of these sticks around her as well, and so's the woman in the Nine of Wands. Both fire sign energy. I feel as though, whether you know it or not, you've always been very, very connected to God. You've got God here. And the Wands cards speak about spirit, source, our creator. So you may have felt alone at times, but you were never alone. You were always receiving guidance, always receiving downloads, always receiving instruction on when to move, when to leave something behind. And you listened. You listened. And because you listened, like I say, that took you on the path of forgiveness. You didn't stay in situations so long that it made you bitter. It's like when God spoke to you, you heard that message and you moved. I'm just getting so many fucking songs recently. I'm getting ludicrous now. When I move, you move, just like that. And I feel that that's what I mean. When God told you to get out of something, enough was enough, it's time for you to go. You listened. And that's what I feel like stopped you from being in that bitterness, that resentment, that blame of other people. And it allowed you to forgive, because you're no longer stood or sat in the place that caused the hurt or the initial wound, if that makes any sense. Right, let's move over to here. Virgin and Mentor. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And that's exactly this. Symbolic purity of heart and spirit. The Lover's card speaks about heart. It speaks about spirit. It's a soul connection, but I feel that this is a soul connection within yourself. I feel as though you're either experiencing a union of self, you have experienced a union of self, your divine feminine, your divine masculine have come back into harmony. Oh, we've got everything on the fucking table. We've got the wounded child here, which is your inner child. We've got your shadow in the horse that I pointed out here. We've got your divine feminine. We've got your divine masculine. And then we've got God, your higher self. It's all here. You know what it feels like, guys? I feel as though your soul has come back into union. Your soul has come back into union. Or this is the path that you are on that is leading you back into harmony, into wholeness with yourself. And when you come back into that harmony and union with yourself, that is the symbolic purity of heart and spirit. That is absolutely beautiful. I feel quite emotional. I really do. And it's only then, like I say, when you come back, not only then, but you're better placed, you're in a stronger position when your inner child, your shadow, your feminine energy, your your masculine energy, your higher self, when they are all working in harmony and unison, that is when you become the best mentor that you can be. Passing on wisdom and refining a student's character because you've done it. You've walked that path. So if some of you are confused about what to do, some of you may be seeking out a mentor that can help you do this. Others of you, you are the fucking mentor. And there may be confusion, there may be disbelief that you are, whether it's prepared for, qualified for, strong enough to take on this role. But you are. You are. Because again, we've got like this dualistic half and half energy. With the strength card, she's half human there, she's half lion. Lion is Leo energy. Leo speaks about it represents the 5th house. It's all about creativity, it's all about play, it's all about our self-expression, joy, childlike spirit. So I feel as though, like I say, you're coming into, it's almost like you're reintegrating this inner child, but it's not wounded anymore. Like it's this little lamb down here. Oh, this reading is so fucking deep. It's that little lamb down there. And you're protecting it, or you're in a position where you're able to, you're equipped, you're qualified, you're capable, strong enough to protect that inner child of yours. But this Page of Swords in the reverse, to me, it speaks about worry. It speaks about rigid thinking, being in your head. Right, let me clarify that. Show me Page of Swords in reverse. I just feel like some of you may be fearful of whether it's seeking out a mentor to do with some sort of wounding that you've had, or stepping into this, like I said, mentor role or position yourself. The King of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. So the King of Wands is like a man of vision. We've got all this fire energy here. All kings assume a position of leadership or authority, responsibility. They're masters of their suit. So for some of you that's wanting to step into, like I said, this role of mentor, you have the confidence, the power. You have, like I say, the ability, the entrepreneurialness, the expert, what do you want to call it? Like the expertise. So don't question that. Get out of your head in relation to that. You may feel as though there's more for you to learn. Like I say, you need to get some sort of formal qualification. You don't. The qualification that you need, you have. You have it through experience. You have something to offer with the 6 of Pentacles here. And it's going to be reciprocated. Some of you may be paid for what it is that you do, or your ability to do. There's financial reciprocity here, giving and receiving. And we've got 2 little children down here again. 2 little kids down here. But I just feel as though there's a balance of giving and receiving. Like I say, this is healthy mentorship, where you're not keeping the people that you're mentoring trapped. You're not just assuming this role of master and you're not imparting false instruction. I'm just reading all the shadow attributes down here. It says inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master. It's like you're wanting everybody to come into this, what do I call it, like self-union or union of the soul. You're not trying to keep people stuck. You're not trying to keep people beneath you. You want everyone to elevate and rise to this level. That is your qualification. You're not, like I said, imparting false instruction because you've lived it. This is something that you've integrated into your being here. Wow. And we've got the Five of Swords at the bottom of that deck. So yeah, I don't know, you could have been dealing with a narc, a narcissist. You may have overcome some sort of defeat, headfuck, manipulation, gaslighting, abandonment. For some of you, you could have overcome like mental health challenges, anxiety, depression. Because 5 is an energy of challenge, instability, and the swords are mental energy. And it kind of pisses me off that we, as a collective, and not everybody in the tarot community, but just in general, globally, we can sort of look down at mental issues. And to me, they're no different from physical issues. We all have aches and pains and physical ailments, and you know, we see that our body deteriorates as we get older, and that's accepted to a point. Do you know what I mean? But because mental, whether you want to call it illness or health or whatever, isn't visible in the way that physical health is, I think that there's a lack of understanding. There's a lack of, I don't know if admittance is the word, but if everybody catches a cold or the flu and, you know, shit like that, then why can't we accept that, you know, anxiety or depression or feeling low or having, you know, gone through shit experiences has a knock-on effect and impact on our mental health in the same way? It's nothing to be ashamed of or feared. And I know it's just a perception of how we deal with it, but things that people don't understand often aren't dealt with in the most sensitive way. But I feel as though this person had a major impact on your mental health. What they took from you, what they stole from you was your peace of fucking mind here. But you're getting it back. Yeah, we've got the Magician. That's all changed. Like I say, that Thief and Five of Swords is the shit that created this initial wound. And you're standing in your power now. You're standing in your power. And like I say, this experience taught you so much. Taught you so much. Your confidence is here. You're highly, highly protected. There's new beginnings, new financial stability. You've had some sort of evolution, some sort of growth, some sort of spiritual awareness that you didn't have before. You've been through some sort of an awakening of the soul, which is what allowed you to pull all those fucking fragmented pieces of your soul back together. I love this. Right. That archetype deck is so deep. I say that about every reading that I do. But it is. I don't think I've used it in like just a general reading like that. That was a deep reading. Right, let's see what else we've got. Let's wrap this up. I want a ciggy after that and a nice cold drink. The Thinking Woman. That's like the Queen of Swords. And then the root chakra. That root chakra has been out so many times in the last week. So whatever this was, like I said, it had an impact on your feeling of safety, your feeling of security. Whatever this was, like I say, you may have been victimized, but you are most definitely a survivor. Because the root chakra speaks about survival. It speaks of physical space. It speaks of boundaries. The Queen of Swords will cut shit out in a heartbeat. So I just feel as though you were creating boundaries, like I said, with this card here, or space around you, probably while you heal. If you're in the middle of this process, boundaries are really, really important to your feeling of safety and security. As I was saying with this Seven of Wands, you've got to create that safe space for you to heal, where people can't infiltrate your mind space. People can't infiltrate the process that you're going through. But the thinking woman just gives me Queen of Swords, like I say, that's been through a lot, that's learnt so much, that is intelligent, that's eloquent, that's able to communicate clearly, decisively, discerning. See, she will cut a motherfucker out within a heartbeat, if needs be. And it's not from a low vibrational place. It's through experience. It's because she's been through this. It's because she can sense this. She can see this. She can intellectualize and discern this. So she's not going to have anyone around her that is even sniffs out any of this energy. Sniffs out any of that. And we've got child orphan under that. So abandonment was a part of this too. But let's get out of that energy. You've healed from this, and you're now, if you've not healed from it, you're healing from it, and it may benefit you to seek out some sort of mentor. If you've healed from this, I feel that Spirit is saying it's time for you to step into this position of mentor, of teacher, to help other people that have been through similar things to what you've been through, and help them to get onto a path of forgiveness. Because Spirit doesn't want people sitting in bitterness, in resentment. That doesn't make the world that we live in and that we share a better place. The more that we all heal, the more that we all learn how to forgive, the more that we all release the things in the past that have wounded us and that have hurt us, the better our life experience becomes. And not just for us, but for the generations that come, after us. Right, I'm going to leave that there. I think I need a ciggy. Right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you managed to get something from this reading if this is your story. I have so much respect. I have so much, I don't even know what the word is, understanding of, what it is that you've been through, the process that you're going through. And there's just words of encouragement that are coming from me to keep on going. Do not give up. Do not give up on your healing journey, or like I say, you actually stepping into this role of mentor. We need more people in that role that are truly, truly helping people heal. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.